Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today we're going to do a video on what type of gas mileage can you expect on the highway of the 2022 Chevy Silverado LT with the V8. All right, guys, I'm looking at the window sticker of the vehicle. It's going to be rated for 16 city, 21 highway, 18 average. I think this is pretty accurate, but I definitely think you can beat this 21. I can regularly get, 24, 25 if I'm going 70 miles per hour. But like you saw, if I'm going 75 miles per hour, it's going to drop a little bit to like 21, 22. But overall, pretty happy with this V8. All right, so here we're about 40 miles into our trip. Again, this is our trip from Fort Worth all the way down to our land. It's about a 150-mile drive. So the good part about it is the very first portion is highway before interstate, and the speed limit goes between 60 to 70. So I already know I'm going to get the best fuel economy, and that's kind of what you're seeing here. So what I did for this test is I basically just kept it on cruise control at 70 miles per hour, just so I could see, hey, if I'm cruising, not too windy, good weather, 85 degrees outside, what's the fuel economy? And I've done this test several times, and I can confidently say that if you're cruising at 70, you can expect to get 24 to 25 miles per gallon, which is fantastic. This is what you guys are seeing here. Again, like anything, whether it be a gas vehicle or an electric vehicle, the faster you go, the worse your efficiency is going to be. So with gas, if you're going 75, and I've done this test too, so if you're averaging 70, expect to get 24 to 25 with the V8, and that's just cruising. But if you bump it up to 75, it's going to drop approximately down to like 23, 22. So really good. And then again, if you're going 80, which in Texas, we like to drive fast and quick. It's going to drop even more. So you're going to drop down to like 18 to 17. Once you get over 80, it drops off like a cliff. But there seems to really be that sweet spot at about 70 miles per hour. As you guys can see, pretty flat. I mean, there are a couple of hills, but for the most part, the terrain is pretty flat. But I mean, absolutely amazing and impressed with the fuel economy. It exceeds the EPA rating, and often the EPA, they're very generous. And actually, I believe the manufacturers themselves, they do their own testing and then they submit. But in this case, and again, we have 10,000 miles on the truck. As you guys can see, the actual Silverado itself is exceeding the EPA ratings, which is phenomenal. And I also have, a lot of stuff in the back. So I have 2 generators. I have about 40 gallons of water in the back. A lot of other equipment that I take and haul back and forth when I go out to the land. So this isn't like a easy softball, test. This is like a legit, testing the capability. And I can say, thoroughly impressed and super smooth ride. So yeah, if you're willing to just take it easy and not be, Speedy Gonzalez, you can do phenomenal. So one of the things that I'm really loving about this truck, I see the diesel videos and I know that the diesel's amazing, but hey, I think you can, if you drive it properly with the V8, you can get some, amazing fuel economy. And I've seen people getting 30 miles a gallon with the diesel, but you guys can see here, my best was 27. So not too far off without having to pay, the extra upcharge for diesel and also the other maintenance for diesel. So yeah, really impressed and really happy with this. Yeah, guys, so again, really impressed with the 2022 Chevy Silverado with the V8. Even though V8s are kind of going out, I'm hoping there'll always be room for V8s. But yeah, absolutely loving it. And if anyone wants to know why there's water dripping, I actually have like 30 gallons of water that whenever I go to my land, I haul water back and forth to fill up our RV since we're off-grid with the RV.